ती सेव्ह होऊन
पहिल्यापासून
गेली.
सुरू झालं.
परत नवीन आता करावं लागेल. चला आता तू ना काहीच करू नको. चालू झालं का ते आता
हां हां, हे चालू
इकडे?
झालेलं आहे.
Now, Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. What this rule says? This rule states that pairing of electrons in the orbitals belonging to the same subshell does not occur unless each orbital belonging to that subshell has got one electron each. That means by taking the example, see, this is the nitrogen atomic number Z is equal to 7, that contain 7 electrons into that, and the electronic configuration of that is of nitrogen is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Now these are 3 electrons into 2p3 orbital. Now see, this is 1s orbital, this is completely filled by this oppositely spin electron. 2s orbital is also filled by the oppositely spin 2 electron, but this is the 2p orbital. It contains 3 orbitals, 3 different p orbitals. Now the electrons are filled first by the parallel spin in all these 3 orbitals. They do not filled by in this way. One, here is the second electron and here is the third. First, all the p orbitals are filled by the parallel spin electron, and then the fourth incoming electron then come here into the this 2px orbital. Now these 3 different orbitals of 2p are 2px, 2py, 2pz. Now all these 2px, 2py, 2pz orbital filled by first the parallel spin electrons. 3 electrons are go in each orbital 1 1 1. And see in the oxygen now. In oxygen, Z is equal to, the atomic number of oxygen is 8. So the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Now these 1s and 2s orbitals are already completely filled by the oppositely spin electron. But this 2p orbital having 2px, 2py, 2pz sub, that is the orbitals. All these orbitals filled first by the parallel spin electron. In every orbital 1 1 electron is there, and then the incoming fourth electron then come into the anti-parallel spin in this 2px orbital. Similarly, in after the oxygen there is the fluorine having atomic number 9, and the 9th electron then come into this 2py orbital with the opposite spin, and again in neon having the atomic number 10, and into that the 10th electron come into this 2pz orbital with the opposite spin. In this way the electrons are filled, and this is clear by this Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Now see this. These are the electronic configuration of first 30 elements. First 30 elements. Now see which are these first 30 elements. Now we know that the first 30 elements, into that first one is the hydrogen. Hydrogen have atomic number Z is equal to 1. After that, helium atomic number 2, lithium atomic number 3, beryllium atomic number 4, boron atomic number 5, carbon atomic number 6, nitrogen atomic number 7, oxygen atomic number 8, fluorine atomic number 9, and neon atomic number 10. First we have to see these 10 elements which have the atomic number from 1 to 10 and their electronic configuration. Now this is the first shell K, having n is equal to 1, principal quantum number. Again N, principal quantum number value is 2 here. The third main energy level M, having principal quantum number 3, and the fourth main energy level N, having principal quantum number 4. And here we write here the condensed notation of electronic configuration. In shortcut, how the electronic configuration is shown. Now this is shown here. Now see the hydrogen. having only one electron. So in the first main energy level there is the s orbit and it contains one electron, 1s1. This is the electronic configuration. Here also the condensed notation is 1s1. Helium, this in helium having atomic number 2. This first 1s orbital is completely filled with the 2 electrons, so the electronic configuration is 1s2. Here also 1s2. Again lithium having electronic configuration 1s2, 2s1. The 3 electrons are filled in this way. Now here helium, the inert gas, here completed the 1s orbital. Now in the condensed notation, this 1s2 configuration of the helium is shown by in this way, helium in the square bracket. That means this is 1s2 configuration and this 2s1 is shown, that is to the side of this square bracket of helium. Now this is the condensed notation of electronic configuration of this lithium. In square bracket there is helium having 1s2 configuration and 2s1 in this way. Now in beryllium, atomic number 4 having electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2. Now these 4 electrons in condensed configuration is shown as in a square bracket helium. That means these 1s2 electrons are there. Helium have the 1s2 configuration and after that there is the 2s2. Similarly in boron having atomic number 5, the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. Now this 1s2 configuration is here also shown by this helium in the square bracket, then 2s2 and 2p1. Similarly carbon have atomic number 6 having the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p2 and then this condensed configuration is shown by this helium in the square bracket. Now this 2s2 and 2p2. Now this 2p orbital completed in the neon because 2p orbital contain 6 electrons. So in neon having atomic number 10, the electronic configuration becomes 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Now these 6 electrons in this p orbital now completely filled. So this neon is shown by helium. This is 1s2 electron, 2s2 and 2p6. If we write the electronic configuration of that of the sodium, then how the electronic configuration of sodium is shown? See here. About the sodium having atomic number 11. Now here is the sodium and the symbol of sodium is Na, we know that. Now this is shown in this way. Now this symbol of sodium Na I write here. Now 1 is 2 and again 2s2, 2p6. Now these are 10 and 3s1. This 11th electron is there in the sodium. Now the condensed electronic configuration in neon, we know that in neon the 2p orbital is completely filled. So 10 electrons of neon are shown by in the square bracket 2p, 6 orbital is completely filled and right here 3s1 only. In this way we can write the condensed electronic configuration of the sodium and of different elements, that is after the sodium the electronic configuration we can shown in this way. Now after sodium there is the magnesium. Magnesium having the symbol Mg. Now it have the atomic number 12. So 12 electrons are filled in this way. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and the condensed electronic configuration becomes Ne, 3s2 and so on. We can write the electronic configuration of the 30 elements in this way. Now see the somewhat different configuration are seen in chromium and copper. Now chromium having Z is equal to 24 and copper having Z is equal to, that is atomic number 29, and chromium have atomic number 24. Now these both have somewhat different configuration than the expected. Now see the chromium having atomic number 24, Z is equal to 24. So the electronic configuration expected as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d4. Now in this 3d there are only 4 electrons are there. Now so d orbital contain 5 different d orbitals into that. Now only 4 orbitals have one electron. So such orbital is partially filled orbital. Now partially filled orbital is somewhat less stable than that of the half filled orbital. Now if one of the electron from this 4s goes to into this 3d orbital, then what happened? 3d orbital becomes half filled, and this 4s orbital, which have only one orbital into that containing one electron, now that is also half filled. Both half filled orbitals are more stable than one completely filled and one partially filled orbital. So if the chromium have such type of configuration, now see the new configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1, 3d5. Then such configuration in these both these 4s orbital and 3d orbitals are half filled, so they have the extra stability than this completely filled 4s orbital and partially filled 3d orbital. Now why this happen? This is due to the inter-electronic repulsion forces of the electrons. Now due to these inter-electronic forces of repulsion, one electron from the 4s enter in 3d orbital, making it half filled. So it have extra stability. And due to this extra stability, the configuration is in this way and not as expected. This is the observed configuration. And so the observed configuration of the chromium becomes 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1 and 3d5. We must have to write the configuration of this chromium in this way and not in this way, though we expect in this way. But due to the extra stability of this both half filled orbital, the configuration is in this way. This is somewhat abnormal configuration. Now I have shown here also by the orbital diagram. Expected configuration is argon. Here 18 electrons up to the argon. We know that these 18 electrons are shown by this square bracket in argon. Argon have the configuration up to the 3p6. Now this is the argon configuration, 3p6 up to. Now this is argon. Again the 4s orbital I shown here and 3d. Now this is the expected configuration. Now see, one orbital in the 3d is empty here and 4s is here completely filled. As it is empty, it is called as the partially filled orbital. This is less stable orbital. But in the observed configuration, what is actually there in the observed configuration? Now the 4s electron, one of the 4s electron goes into this empty fifth 3d orbital. Here type of 3d orbital, fifth type of. One of the electron goes here with the parallel spin, though it have the anti-parallel spin in 4s, but when it excited into the 3d orbital, empty 3d orbital, it gets the parallel spin. And now there are 5 electrons into the 3d orbital and only 1 electron in the 4s, but this is also half filled. This is also half filled orbital. Both half filled orbitals are more stable than the one completely filled and one partially filled orbital. So these both half filled orbital have the extra stability. So these chromium having atomic number 24 have the somewhat different configuration than the expected configuration. In the similar way, copper having Z is equal to 29. So the electronic configuration, that is the expected electronic configuration, becomes in this way. Up to this there are the these 20 electrons, 4s2 and 3d9 content. Now this is also partially filled. Here also, due to the inter-electronic repulsion forces, one of the electron from this 4s orbital excited into the 3d orbital, and expected electronic configuration becomes 4s1 3d10. But here this 3d10 orbital is now completely filled. Now this is the completely filled 3d orbital containing 10 electron, and this is the partially filled 3d orbital containing 9 electrons. So this is only the expected configuration, but actually the real configuration, observed configuration of copper is in this way: 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1 and 3d10. Now here also in the orbital diagram, this 4s electron goes to this. Here these 9 electrons are shown in this way. These are 8 and this is the 9. Now this is partially filled. Again in this, again the 1 electron comes into the 3d orbital by making it completely filled orbital. Now this is the completely filled orbital having extra stability, and in this way this copper also show the abnormal electronic configuration than the expected electronic configuration. And these both that is the element are somewhat have different configuration than the expected configuration. So remember that. See on the blackboard. Now see the isoelectronic species. What are the isoelectronic species? Iso means same. There are some atoms and some ions which have the same number of electrons. Such atoms and ions are called as the isoelectronic species. The atoms and the ions having the same number of electrons are called as the isoelectronic species. For example, consider these three: K plus, that is potassium ion, argon, and calcium 2 plus means calcium ion. These are the isoelectronic species because they have the same number of electrons. Now see here, potassium atomic number Z is equal to 19, but after losing 1 electron it becomes K plus, having only 18 electrons because 1 electron is lost by this potassium to form the potassium ion K plus. Now it have only 18 electrons. Argon, it have atomic number 18, Z is equal to 18. It already have the 18 electrons, so it have 18 electrons. Argon is the inert gas. Again calcium, Z is equal to 20. Atomic number is 20 of calcium, but after losing 2 electrons, it becomes calcium 2 plus. Now the electrons are only 18s are there. All these three species, potassium ion, calcium ion and argon, have 18 electrons. So they are called as the isoelectronic species, and their electronic configuration is also same of 18 electron. What is that electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 up to this 10, 3s2, 12, 3p6, 18. Now this is the electronic configuration of these three isoelectronic species. Now see there are the short notes on that. Now you can like and subscribe this video and see, watch and study. This is very important for the examination. So every student likes, subscribes and watch this video. Okay.